Hello and welcome guys. So today we would be learning about stack class in Java collection framework. Okay, so what is a stack class and how does this class function? So Java collection framework provides a stack class that implements a stack data structure. So this class is based on the basic principle of last in first out. Okay, the element that is to be inserted at the last is the first one to come out. In addition to the basic push-pop operations, the class provides three more functions of empty, search, and peek. So guys, those of you who don't know, I have also uploaded a separate video on a stack and why it is called abstract data type. And in that video, I have emphasized more on these push, pop, and peek operations, that what is the significance of all these operations. So I recommend you all to check out that video prior watching this video so that you have a better understanding of the concepts. Okay, so moving on further, as you can see in this diagram, your stack class extends your vector class and in turns implements the list collection and iterable interfaces. Okay, so that means your stack class is also a thread locking mechanism, is also having a thread locking mechanism, that is it is also synchronized. Okay, so let's check out how. So guys, I have created a class with the name stack program 1. As you all know, all your stack programs, stack data structure would be present in the java.util package. So I have to import that and I have already imported that package. So if we do stack, it is a generic type. So if I do integer stack is equal to new stack of integers. Okay, since there are certain operations that is push, so okay, so, okay, sorry, it would be push, not capacity. So stack dot, if you printed the stack, it would be printing 12, 22, and 44. Okay, now if you do stack dot pop, so it should remove 44 and now our stack should be 12 and 22. There's also method of size, stack dot size, and method of stack dot empty. Empty method is also provided to us in the stack itself, but as I told you that stack is extending your vector class, so the main disadvantage is of a synchronized keyword, that is it is thread safe, so it does not provide that much efficiency while you are working with your competitive programmings. Time limit exceeded error can also be there. So this is a synchronized method for peak is empty, synchronized is search, and some others methods also. So now what needs to be done is that we don't need these methods. I want to do my own method. I want to create my own class. So those of you who are following this series from the starting of the collection framework might know that we created a class, our own implementation for linked list. So extending that class, I would be demonstrating you how to use this stack class also. So I would be creating an object of my linked list class. I will be naming this list is equal to new. Okay, so the basic implementation of a stack is three methods: push, pop, and peek. So if we have to do push, so it would be public void push, simple, and push some data. Similarly, for peek and pop, peek, okay. So we need to push our data. So I would be doing, see, in our linked list class we were having a method to add, okay, and this is similar because linked list methods are added, and we also want that we need to add some methods into our stack. So we would be doing list dot add data, simple. This was your push operation, easy. And now peek and pop operations. So what do you want? You want to get the second last element. Why I am saying about the second last element? See, this is, consider this as your stack, okay, with elements 1, 2, 3, and so on. So what do you want? If you want to peek, so you want to remove this 3, okay. So in linked list, how to represent this type of structure? This is representing using this type. So it would be 1, 2, and 3, and after that it would be null. So you want to go to this element only till 2, because after that this element would now be pointing to null, okay, and our new list would consist only of 1 and 2, simple. So how to do this? See, if we do temp dot next, so we would be reaching here. But if we do temp dot next, so we would be reaching at this point, at this stage. See how? uh, public in, I would be using this, I would be using my linked list class, removing a node. So public void remove, and okay. So what I would be doing is node temp is equal to head while temp dot next is not equal to null. Understood why I told you that temp dot next temp is equal to temp dot next, okay. So node to remove equal to temp dot next, and I would be doing temp dot next would be null, and remove, return, sorry, to remove, it would be int to remove dot data. So this was a remove method. So public in your pop, we would be doing list dot remove, simple, and yeah, but there are some problems in this method. See, as I told you, the edge cases, if your temp is null, then what would you do? You can also throw an exception. Throw new exception. um, cannot remove, cannot pick as it is empty. You can also do this. You have to add a throws exception here. Yeah, throw new exception, and then return. No need of return when it is throwing an exception. And if only one element is there, if temp.next is equal to null, so what do you have to do now? You have to do uh, node to remove is equal to temp.data, and oh sorry, temp temp.next, no, not temp.next. I would be doing direct head is equal to null because only one element. So, and return this. Simple. So these were some edge cases that need to be taken in mind. Okay, so what is in, okay, yeah, that would be added. So list dot remove data, return data. This was your pop method, and first let us check these two methods only. So this program name is my stack. First I would be removing this and would be doing class name is my stack. This is not a generic class, I'm sorry for that, but this is a kind of homework for you all to practice. No options of stack.size, but yeah, it is easy, you can implement on your own. Empty method, we can also use empty method in this here. Public boolean is empty, return head is equal to null. Simple. And here we can do, because we have a method public boolean empty in our stack method, so return, just a second, first we need to check are these methods that are they working fine or not. We cannot print this stack directly because it would be showing us an error. What is the error? Oh, first I need to remove this. Yeah, this would be printing our object a reference hash code. So if we do stack.pop, yeah, it's working fine. If we do stack.push 333, so it would remove stack.pop. Yes, that's working fine. Now if we do dot pop, it should remove 44. Oh yes, it is removing. So our push and pop operations are working good. So now comes your peak operation. What is this? Okay, so peak operation is same as pop operation. Check node. I would be giving this a name to peak, but no return statement. Int peak. If temp is null, cannot peak, as it is empty, cannot peak. I need to do this cannot pop because we are working with pop operation and now peak operation. So if temp dot next is null, not to do or not to remove anything. Okay, peak method should return the topmost element, so it would be temp dot next with temp dot data. Okay, now check this peak operation. Peak should return us what? Should return us 22, but there is an error. Oh sorry, I forgot to add this here. List not so list not, what was the name of that operation was to peak, and it would be returning. What is it saying? Throws declaration. Okay, okay, to peak head is null, return temp dot data. So we need to check this. Okay, it is working fine. So if we do comment down these two also, now it should print 333. Yeah, it's working fine. So see guys, this is how our stack program works. So with the help of linked list, you can achieve this type of concept, and this method that I made here to, yeah, boolean is empty. I need you all to work upon this method and complete this method in mystack.java class. See, if you don't get to know how this is working, so please comment down below. I would be completing this entire method. I would be providing you with the size element size also. It is easy. See, empty method I have written here. You just have to implement this method in this class. Okay, so for today I hope this is much of it, and in the next video we would be learning more on stack. Now we would be doing questions on stack, so be prepared, and thanks for watching.